This is going to be one out of two separate ways to watch this build. We built this canvas frame right here. So I'm going to make a long series, which you can watch, and also a shorter one. Just emphasizing everything that I did and how I went about doing it. This entire project was made by scrap wood. It's a combination of pine and treated pine, which looked all right, I suppose, if you like the green color. But we needed something darker to fit in with the kitchen and, you know, everything here. So yeah, I'm going to make a longer series or a longer format with 2 videos, and then a shorter format where I just show you exactly how I did it. Thanks for watching. Also, shlibbity-hoo! I went into their cut bucket. I just hope that it doesn't look horrible, because then we're gonna have to paint it. Yeah, whatever. We started off by removing like all the nails and everything like that from the reclaimed wood, and then we cut it down to size. We started off by cutting off the pieces that were the worst, the ones with the most of the holes in them, and then I started stripping them down. I took off the very edge first, just to get some better edges. I should really make a script for this, right? That would have been clever, wouldn't it? Watch out for the fingers. That's what you get. All right. So I have no idea what to do now. So we carry on stripping them down. It's board by, or 1-on-1 board, just stripping them down to just about 1 inch by 1 inch, I think. I'm not quite sure the actual, like, exact dimension, but yeah, it's something like that. This was sort of the more rewarding part of the project, because I didn't really have a set plan, like any guidelines or anything like that to tell me exactly how I wanted to do it. I just started with the scrap that I got. Nice. And then we started the glue up. I tried initially to use the what's it called? Vater. Whatever the thing with the bubble is, to make them straight. But I had a huge problem with blowout on the first ones, where the middle portion would go out on the back end, and that was a big problem, because that set me back quite a bit and also made it a little bit harder for me than it had to be. I didn't have enough clamps for this project, but I suppose that's just how it is. We have to check like the quality of the glue up and cut off the excess, and then see what we have and what we can glue together once again. I have no idea. I'm just trying it out, and gluing so many things up together without having an insane amount of clamps, or at least a decent method of doing it, it sucks. So I cut off the excess from the treated pine strips first, and then after that I went over to stripping down the back edge to get a good edge, before stripping off the excess pine on the front as well. I could have kept one of the 2 sides, and I did think about that. I did consider that, but I felt like it was a bit too thin for what I wanted it to do, and I'm really happy about that choice, like in retrospect. I'm glad I did that. This was also not a very difficult part of the project. It all flowed and rather smoothly, and when I had these cut down to size, it was really, really nice. It might be good enough. I'm still coming back to the fact that I don't really know if I like this color. Actually, I'm pretty sure I do not. However, I do have some sort of thing to paint it with if it's too bad. And then it might be okay. It's a learning experience. Let's see, one more time. It fits. Fits okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Still this lip. I can remove that, but it's not gonna look very nice, will it? My neighbors are driving past really, really slowly. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to get a nice edge here. Could just glue it together and then see what happens. No, this joint is even worse than the last one. Even worse. Need to take away more of this. Hi there. Remember this? Let's see how strong it is. Not good. Perhaps we should have just gone for a butt joint. Maybe. So let me just take a little moment here before I continue. This is not the right way to do it. There are many ways to do it. This is not the right one. Yeah, this part of the project took longer than it should have, but I finally decided on how I wanted to do it. I wanted to use the nail gun with the brad nails and the glue, and then I just had to get going. And when I finally started and got going, it actually didn't take too long. To be fair, like in actual work hours, it was almost nothing just to clamp or just put everything together. The hard part was just thinking of it, and you know, the trying to get to the point where I could start working, because I had to make it all, figure it all out in my head, and also, you know, I had other things as well. So I used glue, and I had to learn the hard way to use exterior glue instead of interior glue. And then it was just sanding, and it was a lot of sanding. I spent hours on sanding and sanding and sanding. And after that, I stained it. But I think the end result looks pretty nice. So you can just enjoy the process. I think I'm done talking for now. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to ask you, nay, implore you, if you are to create a canvas frame as such, do not do it like I did.